Welcome to the Steve Show, and today I want to talk about how leadership makes an impact on our business and in our life. I'm going to be featuring John Maxwell's book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. So about 4 or 5 years back, I did an event where I shared the stage with John Maxwell at the Time Warner Cable Center, over 20,000 people. And he impressed upon me, where I need to focus on my leadership. And I've read this book before, but I picked it up here during the holidays and into the new year here, and was re-looking at this book. And they actually have the new edition out. This is the revised, updated, and that was a few years back too that they did that. But it was so important for me to read the book for the second time. The information in this book changed the way that I think about things. For one, like when I'm building my organization, I'm looking at staff. One thing that John says a lot that I think is so important to talk about now is that to work with everyone as a leader. No matter who you're hiring, look for leadership qualities. And you yourself, the second part, is need to develop your leadership skills, because the more you develop your leadership skills in all the different areas, the stronger you're going to be at acquiring more qualified leaders. So the farther you grow up the ladder, as John puts it in the book, the more of the sections you know, the more well-rounded you are. Because out of the 21 laws, some of us are better at 5 of this 5 or that 5. So you need to find other people that are more skilled in some of the other areas to build out your well-rounded organization. And so it just is so important to know the different laws, because then you can look at yourself and reflect and say, okay, where am I really good and where am I not? So that you can start to look for where can you add people in your organization, where can you get, even outside crews like consultants to come in, even other contractors. What can you pull into your team to build a well-rounded? And I'm not just talking about service items. I'm talking about where they're leading in your organization. So hopefully they're more internal, and you can also work on the areas that you need to improve on your leadership. So then you're going to start attracting higher caliber leaders. The further you go up and the more well-rounded you are as a leader, then again, I know I'm repeating this, but it's so important, then you're going to attract a higher caliber of leadership inside your organization. And what happens when we do this? So many people come to me and they're executives. I work with CEOs, other high-level executives, mostly in the C-level, and they want to be able to delegate appropriately so they can start having the quality of life that they want. And if you're an entrepreneur, the same. You want to have a team in your business so that you can move away from the day-to-day operations and start having more of your life. And this is the key, having more leaders surrounding in your life. You want people leading in your organization, not just worker bees. If you have people that are just doing whatever you say and you have to micromanage them and they don't step into their own leadership, then guess what? That means you just created another job for yourself. And I've been there. I've thought, let me hire more staff because then I'll have more time. But I hired people that needed a lot of management. And then therefore I ended up putting more time in and more time in. And so I've ran that circle where it doesn't actually give you the relief that you want. But if you actually can acquire leaders into your business, then you're going to be able to have more, you're going to have more time for yourself. So I can't stress upon it enough for you to start making it an assessment of yourself. Where are you strong in your leadership and where can you improve? And that's why I highly recommend you pick up the book here, because he goes over the 21 laws. And I've looked at a lot of different leadership books and there's a lot of them out there. But what I love about this one is he actually lays out 21 aspects around leadership that you should reflect on for yourself. And you can look at where are your strengths, where are your weaknesses in that. So one, you can look at improving areas. You can look at bringing in other leaders to partner with you so that you can have what you need. And then also the last part in summary is find more leaders to work with, because as you do that, you're going to let more come off of your plate. You're not going to have to work as much if you surround yourself with more and more leaders, and you can assess those leadership skills based on the book as well. So it has been amazing having this book in my life now, looking at it twice. and I probably would read it again. I definitely think it's one to keep by your side when you want to look up one or more of the laws and see how you can continually improve and then reflect back. So if you've already read the book, I would pick it up a second time. And if you haven't, then definitely it's worth picking up this year so that you can start to make an impact in your leadership. I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got a lot of value. I'd love to hear your feedback. Where are you doing really well in leadership, and where could you use some more help? And then let us know some of those challenges, because then I can be more specific in the guidance that I give you in these shows. So I look forward to hearing your comments and what works and what you need more help with. Until we meet again, remember to choose gratitude and create freedom.